Hi everybody, I'm Yvette. Today's topic is called, don't forget, Lupus Brain Fog. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. For those of you who do not know me, I am a holistic health coach, lifestyle coach, autoimmune expert, and I specialize in areas of systemic lupus. I'm also a Reiki master, magnified healer, which means I work with the chakras. I also work with herbal therapies. I am a public speaker, health educator, and I am so blessed to do the work that I do. I suffered with lupus for about 14 years of my life. And it took me about 2 years to heal my body. And I have been symptom-free for over a decade. And I wanted to pour my knowledge, okay, into all of you so you can learn. Hi, Michaela. How are you? Thank you for joining. I want to pour my knowledge into all of you so you can learn how to better manage your illness and heal your body. And today I want to share my wisdom with all of you. And I invite you to take a step to learn more. Hi, Troy. To learn more about your disease and how you can create a healthier life so that you're symptom-free. You know, a healthier life that's symptom-free, or even experience fewer symptoms, so that you can thrive instead of just surviving, okay? Because it's very important. I lived this, I went through it, and I want to share this all with you guys. Thank you, love. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Have you ever done this for my people who have lupus? Hey, hi, how are you? Oh, yeah, everything's going well. Yeah. Yeah, sure, I'll be there. Hun, you know what? I gotta go. I can't find my cell phone anywhere. You know, it seems funny, but it really isn't. That's what brain fog does to you. Have you also done this one? I can't find my glasses. I don't know where my glasses are. Have you seen my glasses? Has anybody seen my glasses? I don't know where they are. I saw them before. Oh. These two scenarios that I just did for you actually happened to me in real life, and I know that it has happened to other people who are suffering from lupus brain fog. And it seems funny, but it really isn't when you're suffering with lupus and you have this brain fog, because you can't remember the simplest thing. You could be on the phone and think, oh my God, where's my phone? Meanwhile, you're talking on your telephone. So basically, lupus brain fog is a cognitive dysfunction, okay? And cognitive means it affects your thinking. It affects your thinking skills, and it can create difficulty with solving problems, organizing and processing information. It may make you forgetful. You may misplace things or lose things. I've experienced this in the past. And it's a perfect example of the two scenarios I did before. So some signs of brain fog are forgetfulness and trouble remembering information, slurred speech, difficulty articulating words while speaking, short-term memory problems, unable to quickly process and respond or understand information. And that used to happen to me all the time. Trouble with concentration, trouble learning new skills, new tasks, even reading and absorbing information. Sometimes I would read a paragraph 2 or 3 times. I knew what I was reading, but it wasn't sinking in because of the lupus brain fog. Also, sometimes I would forget names of the people that I've known well. People that I've known for like over 20 years. I would forget their name because of the brain fog. Also, I had trouble focusing, multitasking, difficulty finding words when speaking and retrieving information. Also, an inability to pay attention. And I have an issue with that as it is. If you don't get me in the first 30 seconds, boom, I'm gone. But with the lupus brain fog, it caused me to have an issue with paying attention. Also, problems doing mathematical calculations, difficulty with critical thinking, inability to remember things that I've said in the past, even simple things like appointments and tasks, and just a general sense of confusion, lack of direction, and just sometimes I would feel very disoriented. And these are all of the things that most people take for granted on a daily basis. Someone with lupus brain fog may find it challenging to do. So if you're experiencing lupus brain fog, you should discuss it with your medical practitioner. He may be able to make some recommendations for you to help you to cope with symptoms better. Also, lupus brain fog usually does not get worse as time goes by, like dementia or Alzheimer's. I've had my clients ask me that they've heard. Thank you for the thumbs up. Keep giving me thumbs up and hearts. I love them. They've heard that, but no, lupus brain fog is not going to cause you to have dementia or Alzheimer's. It has nothing to do with that disease, okay? It's just lupus brain fog. But you can use different strategies to better cope with the brain fog on a daily basis, such as write things down or create a to-do list. I used to do that all the time. I used to do my to-do list the night before on a small pad, small pad like this, or even smaller ones. Also, I would set alarms on my cell phone to remind me ahead of time of appointments or things that I needed to do. Also, I would go to bed early, because what I've learned about this disease, about lupus brain fog, is that you need to get plenty of rest. The nights I did not get enough sleep would make me feel very loopy the next day. It was a challenge for me to remember things and to get tasks done. Also, get support from others. Ask family members or a friend you trust to remind you of things such as important events, appointments, or things that you need to get done. Also, keep a traditional calendar, okay? I know we have our calendars on our cell phone. I'm not a tech-savvy type of person per se. I hire people to do all that stuff because I can't do anything like that. Get a calendar like this, you see, that you can write stuff down here in the little boxes. Also, a calendar like this that you carry around, and you could write here stuff. That's what I always use. I still use it. I like it. I'm old school. I don't know how to do my calendar on my iPhone. I just don't. So, and imagine with lupus brain fog trying to figure that out. So just keep it simple, and also focus on one thing at a time. Use a list and cross off the things you get done. It'll give you a sense of accomplishment. Also, try relaxation techniques such as meditation and massage to help relieve stress. Stress plays a big factor also with lupus brain fog, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that later on. Also, send yourself emails or a text message to remind yourself. Back when I had lupus and it was very active, I would call my voicemail and leave myself messages about things that I needed to do. So those are all little strategies that you can do on a daily basis to help you cope with it better when you're having a lupus brain fog flare, because it comes and goes depending on your flare-ups. And there is no real treatment for lupus brain fog, but if you want to regain your sense of clear-headedness, focus, and joy, like nearly all things health-related, it starts with addressing the underlying issues, including your diet, stress levels, like I said before, sleep, and level of physical activity. So unfortunately, okay, folks, I know a lot of you folks out there like to eat certain types of food, but unfortunately, processed foods and factory farm meats we eat in various ways that we eat them do not support our brain health. That's across the board, whether you have lupus or not. A high percentage of people suffer from nutrient deficiencies, sugar overload, and lack of sleep, and high amounts of stress, all of which deplete energy levels and contribute to lupus brain fog. So the brain relies on a steady stream of vitamins and minerals, amino acids, essential fatty acids, and glucose from complex carbohydrates, in addition to getting, your rest and relaxation. Now, researchers, hi, Neil, how are you? Nice to see you. Researchers of the Department of Psychology and Medicine at New York Medical College in Valhalla describe brain fog symptoms as an interaction of psychological, cognitive, and perceptual factors. It is likely that brain fog is rooted in lifestyle that promotes inflammation and hormone imbalances. And also that if you have a lot of stress, like I mentioned before. And as you know, and I've said this so many times, lupus is a disease of inflammation. Add inflammatory foods, stress, lack of sleep, and other imbalances, and now you have a good recipe for brain fog on top of the lupus. So if you're not getting enough sleep, you have a higher likelihood of always feeling tired and dealing with brain fog. And we all need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night, okay, folks, every night to think clearly. And children and teenagers usually need even more. So if you do not get good sleep, or if you're getting good sleep, but you're still struggling with brain fog symptoms, and they're like ongoing fatigue and low motivation, chances are it might have something to do with your quality of your diet and lifestyle. So deficiencies coupled with sugar, alcohol, refined carbohydrates, and caffeine overdose on top of lupus can impact brain function. And one of the underlying issues and one of the underlying reasons for brain fog in someone with an autoimmune disease such as lupus is the higher levels. Hi, Wanda. How are you, hermana? What was I saying? Okay, one of the underlying reasons for brain fog in someone with autoimmune diseases such as lupus is higher levels of inflammatory molecules, including cytokines and histamines, and they stimulate the microglia activation. So remember, lupus is a disease that causes a lot of inflammation in the body, and that's what's going on. And when you're not eating the right foods, especially sugar, because sugar causes inflammation in the body, you're going to have, you're going to be more prone to having brain fog activity. But folks, I got some good news for you, all right? The good news is that anti-inflammatory foods support brain health. It reduces muscle, bone, and joint pain. And it does that by lowering the high intakes of vitamins and... No, sorry. Oh, someone texted me. Sorry about that. Okay, the good news is that anti-inflammatory foods support brain health. And it reduces bones, joint pain by lowering the inflammation. Because you have high intakes of vitamins and minerals that have been shown. Hey, Mark, how are you? No, all that not good for you. Causes inflammation, Mark. Yeah, those things cause inflammation. I'll do a talk about that, as a matter of fact, because also we're talking about gut health and all that. But actually, if you go on my YouTube page, I did a talk about that, about gut health. Anyway, like I was saying, it has been shown to benefit people's moods with mental, having the issues of brain fog. So I'm going to share some more information here with you. So such foods include the omega-3s. And as you know, omega-3 are very good for inflammation. There are actually 3 different types of omega-3s. The ALAs, DHAs, and EPA. The preferred sources are DHA. Pastas, white stuff. All the white stuff. Ask Michaela, what I always say. If it's white, it ain't right. Because it's going to cause inflammation in the body. It turns into sugar in the body as well. Unless you're having like the whole wheat pasta or quinoa pasta. Then, but the other stuff is going to cause inflammation in the body. And if you have an illness that is an inflammatory disease like lupus or MS, thyroid, any of those autoimmune diseases that cause inflammation, you're going to have a problem with those foods. So you want to cut back on those foods. Okay? So like I was saying, the DHA and EPA are the kinds that are found in plant foods. People keep texting me. Sorry about that, folks. On my phone, because I'm doing this from my phone. Sardine, salmon, also ALA, say that 5 times quick, on the other hand, is found in some plant foods, including as well as certain nuts and seeds, high quality cuts of meat like grass-fed beef. If you're going to do beef, I'm not really a beef person. I'm more into fish and white meat chicken and stuff like that. A lot of vegetables and fruits. But, you know, if you're going to do beef, do like the grass-fed beef. Some of the omega-3s, the other omega-3s I was talking about are like the mackerel, salmon, wild caught, not farm raised. People get confused. You don't want to do farm raised. You want to do wild caught. Herring, walnuts, chia seeds, cod liver oil, flax seeds, tuna, whitefish, all good sources of omega-3 foods. Also vegetables. There are vegetables that are high in omega-3s as well. And those include Brussels sprouts. Some people don't know that. Did you know that? If you didn't, now you do. Kale, spinach, and watercress. Also sea vegetables. I love sea vegetables. They have 8 times the amount of omega-3s that are found in the American standard diet. So there are thousands of types of different types of sea vegetables. Oh, I'm going to share something with you soon. But the most popular ones are the arami, dulse, hajiki, kelp, which is very popular, kombu, nori, and wakame. And you can get that at your health food store or at any Asian store. They would sell these sea vegetables. I use this, and I have shown this before to you guys in other past presentations. If you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see I've talked about this before. This is called organic triple blend flakes. It's dulse, laver, and sea lettuce. And this, I use this instead of salt. And this is sea vegetables chopped up together to kind of give flavor instead of salt to your food. And this is excellent for anybody who has an autoimmune disease. Wanda, you should get this, okay? Also, try avoiding nightshade vegetables. Some can cause inflammation in people with lupus. There's tons of them. I would say Google them, but the main ones are tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, and potatoes. I can eat tomatoes, but I can't eat peppers. And I just don't like eggplant, so I don't eat that. But watch it with the nightshades. Some people with lupus can do some, like me. I can do tomatoes. Others can't do none. So, you know, sometimes you have to check and see which ones work with you and which one don't. So ways that you can reduce symptoms of brain fogs. I'm going to give you 9 tips, okay? 1, we said it before, watch your sugar intake. You know, cutting back on packaged and processed foods that are loaded with sugar. You need to do this, folks. And many other artificial and harmful ingredients like artificial sweeteners, high fructose corn syrup. Now they have it on labels like HFC. No, high fructose corn syrup, HFCS. They do that now in a lot of labels to kind of confuse you, so you don't realize that that's what it is. So learn how to read labels, and I will do a talk about reading labels in the near future. This way you guys are informed and in the know. So the first step in helping with brain fog flares is to get rid of sugar. And sugar may make you feel energetic when you first take it, but sugar robs your body of steady energy and your focus, and can lead to other things. Hola, prima Grisel, welcome. And can lead to other things, other long-term health problems such as diabetes. It's a big one. Weight gain, depression, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and sugar. You know, it causes inflammation in the body, folks. Lupus is a disease of inflammation. You don't want to add more inflammation to your body. So that being said, going too low in terms of natural sugar or carbohydrate intake can backfire and increase brain fog, okay? So while refined sugars raises inflammation, good carbs, like things from fruits, vegetables, do the opposite. It lowers inflammation. So, what I would recommend is focus on filling up on brain foods that improve focus and memory, Things like sweet potatoes. Oh, I love sweet potatoes. Put a little bit of cinnamon on it, which is so, so good. Super, super yummy. And they're very filling. And if you have a sweet tooth, eating sweet potatoes is good because it'll help with that craving for the sweets. Yams, fruits, walnuts. I love walnuts. Walnuts are brain food. If you ever look at a walnut, it kind of looks like a little brain. Super yummy. Great for the brain. Raw dairy, ancient grains, all good sources of serotonin boosting carbs because you need that for the brain. Also, consuming plenty of fruit and starchy non-vegetables. It realigns your hormones and reduces inflammation as well. It's starting to get dark here. I'm going to put my light on. Ooh, super bright. Okay, because it's getting dark. It's actually, it started snowing. I'm in New York City. I don't know where you other people are. Well, I know where Michaela is. She's in Florida in the sun. But it started snowing, so it's getting dark in here. So I put my light. It's kind of yellowish, so I'm sorry it's like... Anyway, get enough protein and healthy fats. We all need steady supply of amino acids, essential fatty acids, in order to make all the brain chemicals we need to think clearly. So what I would recommend for you to do is do 20 to 30% of food intake quality sources of protein, like organic chicken, wild-caught fish, the ones I mentioned before, cage-free eggs, grass-fed beef if you're into beef. Those are just examples. There's a whole bunch of other stuff out there that you can do. 30 to 40% healthy fats. So what is a healthy fat? Well, like coconut oil, olive oil, avocado. I love me some avocado. Love avocado. Nuts and seeds. It's really the best way to make sure you cover your bases and help manage the inflammation. Okay? Also, you need to lower stress. Put aside some time for practicing stress-reducing techniques because chronic stress can kill your quality of life, and it can kill you and can cause you to have a lupus flare. Stress-lowering techniques can include prayer, which I do a lot, meditation, which is another thing I do a lot, exercising, also journaling, body massage, Reiki, laughing. That reduces stress. And I love to laugh. Reading and spending more time in nature. You can also reduce stress by doing things that you love. Tai Chi, yeah, Tai Chi is good too, Wanda. Thank you. Thank you for chiming in, sister. Tai Chi is also another good thing. And also doing things that you love, which increases the brain's production of dopamine, which is called the happy hormone. Okay, and you want that dopamine because it helps with brain function. And get enough sleep. Like I said before, if you're not getting enough sleep, your thoughts probably are not clear. Okay, and lack of sleep can contribute to brain fog, and it raises the cortisol levels, and high levels of cortisol depresses your dopamine levels and make it difficult for serotonin to work like it's supposed to. So the hormones in your brain, you want them to stay in balance, and when you don't get enough sleep, you're not going to think clearly, and it could also cause you, and I'm talking to my people out there who have lupus, to have a brain fog flare because you're not resting. Also, you want to move your body, all right? Exercise lowers inflammation, okay? And this is why I exercise. It helps reduce stress, it increases energy levels, but don't overdo it, okay? I'm not saying to go out there and start lifting weights and be a bodybuilder. Not saying that at all. Do moderate to regular exercise. You can do yoga, Pilates. I do yoga, I do Pilates. I also do some strength training with weights. I do hiking. I love hiking. In the summer, I do kayaking. Even doing something like ice skating or taking a walk. As long as you're moving your body, you want to get the body moving because that's also helpful. And it's just good for your body and for your health. Also, hydrate. You see this here? Water. Hydrate. Not drinking enough water can cause all sorts of diseases. Brain fog is one of the first symptoms you might notice. And if my clients know, Michaela is out there. She used to be one of my clients. She knows I have always said to my clients, drink water, drink water, drink water. It is super, super important to hydrate the body. Also, you want to work on food sensitivities and allergies. Many times we may be suffering from a food allergy or a sensitivity to certain types of food, and we're not even aware of it. And this can contribute to brain fog as well. And if you're experiencing gut-related issues that affects the brain function, and I'm talking about my people who have lupus, okay, food-related reactions, for example, like lactose intolerance or being gluten sensitive, are more than just digestive problems, you know. These can be a sign that there's something going on, you know. Your body, you could have leaky gut, you can have any sort of issue that deals with your digestive system, okay. So these can cause a significant changes to your gut microbiome. Also remember, your overall health depends on the health of your gut. 70%, folks, of your immune system, okay, is in the gut. So allergies trigger inflammatory reactions, which affect everything from absorbing nutrients to hormone synthesizing. The gut-brain connection suffers from unresolved food sensitivities. And I recommend, if you're going through something like this, I would recommend an elimination diet to help resolve this issue. Also, you want to detox your brain. That's tip number 8. If you're suffering from any autoimmune disease, chances are your gut is at the root of the problem. And I say this from experience. The same is true for brain fog. The gut must remain in balance for any of the body's systems, to work correctly, okay? If your gut is not functioning right, your body's going to feel it. You know, you're going to feel it in your brain, you're going to feel it in your joints. Depending on what illness you have, you're going to start feeling certain symptoms. And again, I say this out of experience, okay? So you want to work with the body to eliminate toxins. I know that if you're trying to reduce candida in your body, when you're doing that, it also releases toxins into the body. So make sure you know how to detox is one. If you don't, find a professional who can work with you, who has worked with someone who has your condition and helping to detox the body, okay? And you need balance for any body systems to work correctly. So when there's an overabundance of yeast or bad bacteria, neurotoxins are created, which can greatly affect cognitive abilities, like leaky gut syndrome. And an overtaxed, confused immune system may increase brain fog. So before you do any detox, make sure your lupus is stable, okay? If your lupus is not stable and you're getting flare-ups from left to right, it is not the right time to do a detox. I would recommend you do a detox in the spring as opposed to the winter. The body naturally tries to detox itself in the spring, and you don't want to put a lot of stress in the body. Now, if you feel that there's stagnation in the body or in a specific organ, then I would recommend to do a detox in the winter. Other than that, wait till the summer and just eat, the spring, and just eat healthier foods from now until then. And in the spring, then go for it and do a detox. But make sure your lupus is not flaring, because if it is, do not do a detox, please. We don't want you getting sick. Also, you want to get rid of environmental toxins. Okay, this is my 9th tip. So there are things like air pollution, heavy metal contaminants, chemicals in the environment. And if you are subject to this in your environment, what I would recommend, because we can't change the environment, but what I would recommend is get yourself out in nature where there are trees, there's cleaner air, and there's less toxins in the air. You can go upstate, go out to the country and just breathe some of that beautiful air. Hug a tree, get some of that air, healthy air into you, especially if you're living in the city. There's so much pollution in the city. So I'm going to give you a list of 6 herbal remedies because I had people emailing me and asking me about herbal remedies for brain fog. Okay, so herbal remedies can really be very helpful in keeping your mind clear and focused. And what I recommend is always check with your medical practitioner to make sure that any herbal remedies that you take or therapies that you're incorporating do not interact with your meds if you're on any medication. Okay, so adaptogen herbs. Some of the ones I'm going to list here are adaptogen herbs, and adaptogen herbs are a unique class of healing plants, and they help balance, restore, and protect the body. Adaptogen herbs, like, for example, holy basil, maca, astragalus, these are just to name a few. So I'm going to give you a list of some of them here that I recommend for brain fog. The first one is rosemary. Let me have a drink of water here. My mouth gets dry and then I can't speak correctly. Excuse me. I love rosemary, and it's one of my favorite cooking herbs. For hundreds of years, rosemary was known as the herb of remembrance. Isn't that awesome? And it's also a mild parasympathetic, which means that it helps your body regulate your nervous system so that you stay in rest and digest and not fight or flight. Okay? So when you're resting, because it's easier to stay clear and make decisions when you're calm, this is good for people who are dealing with brain fog. So you want to incorporate rosemary into your diet. Cook with it. You can do rosemary tea. Also mugwort. I like mugwort. I even like the name mugwort. It sounds very witchy. It's like a witchy type of herb. Love it. You all know I love Halloween, right? Anyway, mugwort is helpful for digestion and headaches, and it's wonderful for brain clarity as well, especially if your brain fog is caused by something going on in your digestive system. Remember, we spoke about this before. Also, I'm studying right now, the meridians and traditional Chinese medicine herbals and flower essence. And mugwort in flower essence is great for getting yourself moving out of, being stuck ideas and bringing clarity. And that all deals with brain function, The next one is Gotu Kola. Gotu Kola helps increase connection between the brain and the body, and it helps with left to right brain energy and that energy movement. This is good for brain fog, especially if you have gut issues. Okay, another one that's good for that. And Ginkgo, Ginkgo. Hey Nat, Ruby, what's up? Ginkgo. Ginkgo is a classic herb for mental clarity, and it's most commonly used by the elderly suffering from various types of dementia and confusion. Ginkgo is great for the brain. If you're suffering from brain fog, it's really great for it. It's been used for centuries. I know my mom used it, my grandmother used it, my great-grandmother used it. So it's been around for a long, long time, and it's very popular. Another one that I like, and then I'm going to go to my favorite herb for brain fog. But this one is called Ashwagandha, okay? And it's an Ayurvedic herb, and it may be the world's most powerful adaptogen herb, okay? Which means that, like I said before, it helps the body adapt to stress. It's known for its ability to boost energy, muscular strength, stamina, and endurance in the morning, and it helps support deep sleep in the evening. A lot of people out there who have lupus and autoimmune diseases have issues with energy, fatigue, they have issues with sleeping at night. This is a very good herb to take for all those conditions, for all those challenges that you're having, especially brain fog. Okay. Also, ashwagandha, say that 20 times, say that 5 times really fast, has been shown to support the health of the nervous system while boosting the natural production of BDNF. So what's BDNF? Does anybody know what BDNF is? Anybody? I'll tell you. It's brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And this means that it supports healthy replication of brain cells. What's up, Allie? My girl, I love her. My friend Allison, I haven't spoken to her in years, and we finally got in touch with each other. I love this woman. And the girl can sing, and she's just amazing. I love her. I'm glad she's back in my life. Love you, Allie. And the last herb I want to share with you is my favorite all-time herb, which is Bacopa. I love it. I take it. I take it every single day. Okay, and it's used for brain fog. I use this herb every single day. I take about 300 milligrams, and if you're having a brain fog flare, I'd say raise the dosage up to about 500 milligrams. And don't worry, because Bacopa, you won't OD on it. Okay, it's safe and effective for people of all ages, including children, without any known side effects. So it does not contain addictive ingredients and can be used indefinitely. You know, you can take this for the rest of your life and not have an issue with it or any side effects. So I'm going to speak a little bit about Bacopa, and then I'm going to end this. It is most hey Louis, what's up? It is most potent and effective nerve and brain tonic in Ayurvedic medicine, and it has been used for centuries to help people of all ages learn and remember new information. So if you use Bacopa for about 3 months, it can really help to really support your memory and help you with brain fog. So how does Bacopa work? Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit how Bacopa works. A number of compounds have been identified in Bacopa, including bacosides A and B. These are 2 chemicals that improve the transmission of impulses between the nerve cells and the brain. And these bacosides support cognitive function, making it easier to learn and remember new information. And remember, like I said, people with brain fog have problems retaining information and learning new information. So this is an excellent, excellent herb if you have lupus brain fog. Also, Bacopa also supports the neurotransmitters, which is important for learning and memory. Serotonin, GABA, neurotransmitter. Hi, I get distracted when people... Hi, guys. Thank you for joining in. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. Like I was saying, serotonin, GABA, they're neurotransmitters that promote relaxation. I like to combine Bacopa with refined coconut oil on a daily basis for brain health. And I said unrefined, not refined, okay? Not refined. Why? Because when they refined it, they take out a lot of the good stuff that's in the coconut oil. You want to do unrefined coconut oil with the Bacopa for brain fog. And it's just good for brain function. You know, even if you don't have lupus brain fog, you know, Bacopa and coconut oil is excellent to take, okay? So coconut oil is considered one of the best fuels of healthy brain function. And it's one of nature's richest source of medium change triglycerides, excuse me. And those are called MCTs. And MCT are not processed by your body in the same manner. Hey, Gia, what's up? In the same manner as long-chain triglycerides. Normal fat metabolism depends on the bile salts that have been released from your gallbladder before it can be broken down into your digestive system. Okay, so MCTs, what they do, the MTCs bypass the metabolism and go directly to the liver, where it is converted into ketones. The liver then immediately releases the ketones into the bloodstreams, where they are transmitted to the brain to use as fuel. So research has shown that the ketones bodies produced by MCTs provide a stable source of energy for the brain. And adults should consume 3 to 4 tablespoons of coconut oil daily. It can be taken orally. It can be added to your food. It can be applied to your skin. And they also sell the capsules. I take the capsules. I cannot take the coconut oil and take it by the spoon. It makes me nauseous, and I know a lot of people who do it that way. It makes them nauseous. I would say go to the health food store or a vitamin store and get the capsules with the coconut oil in it, and that should help you out. So if you're suffering from a neurological disease, then I would say to up it to 8 to 10 tablespoons. If you're not suffering from any neurological disease, do 3 to 4 tablespoons of coconut oil daily with the Bacopa, okay? I'm going to go over some supplements. Deficiencies like folate, vitamin B6, thiamine can cause confusion or memory problems. Hi, Flavia. Thank you for joining. So you need these in your diet to help with brain fog. Also, B vitamins help convert nutrients from your foods that you eat into usable food for the body. Usable fuel for the body, excuse me. So taking B complex supplements also is helpful, and many people have taken B50 and noticed an improvement within days when dealing with their brain fog. So most people with lupus cannot be in the sun also, and some tend to become deficient in vitamin D. So also take vitamin D as well. I take this one, okay, and I've shared this with you guys before. It's called, it's from Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega D3. And the reason why I like this is because it has the omega-3s in it. It has vitamin D and the omega-3s, and see it has, you see the little lemon there? It has the little lemon flavor, because sometimes when we take omega-3s, we might belch and it tastes like fish, and that's kind of nasty. So this one won't do that to you. And it's just a good one to take. Also, certain medications that, oh, here are my calendars that I showed you guys before. Certain medications that you take can also cause brain fog, including antidepressants, stimulants, sleep aids, antipsychotics, and even blood pressure medications. Also, there's speculation that many that many of them can increase brain inflammation and might impair hormone function. Also, there's been research that has shown that a lot of the medications they give you for cholesterol in the heart, that it can cause dementia and Alzheimer's. And I can post some of the research studies on this page. If anybody is interested, just let me know. All right, just type it in and let me know, and I'll post the stuff for you. So lupus brain fog is another symptom of lupus, but as you can see, there are things that can be done to relieve and really lessen the brain fog issues and the flares. So when you have lupus brain fog, when you have that flare, it does not mean that you're on the road to dementia or Alzheimer's. A lot of my clients say this to me and they worry about it. It doesn't mean that you're going to get that. It's called lupus brain fog. And really, be kind to yourself, folks. Love yourself. Know that some individuals may be insensitive when they do not know what you're experiencing. Sure, I'll post them, Allie. I'll post them. I'll post them for you, the herbs. You know, people may be insensitive, but don't be afraid to tell people what you're going through. I've had tons of experience with people who have been insensitive to me when I was very sick, but it's okay. You know, God doesn't like ugly, and just love yourself. Just love yourself and treat yourself right. I wanted to recommend 3 lupus books. I always recommend books on my live chat to people. The first one is the Lupus Recovery Diet, and that's by Jill Harrington. And she's an RN. She did exactly what I did. She healed her body of the disease. And know that healing is possible, folks. I'm not the only one who has done this. There's tons of people who have done this. The body has its own innate ability to heal itself. Okay? Know that. Also, this is another book. I got this book when I first started my healing journey. It's kind of old. It's by Sharon Moore. It's called Lupus Alternative Therapies That Work. Okay? She is awesome. She's an RN, also a nurse. Also, the Immune System Recovery Plan by Susan Bloom. She's an MD. This is an excellent, excellent book. It gives you recipes, a diet, everything. It's an extraordinary book. If you're suffering from lupus, I recommend you get this book. Also, I'm recommending a book, and this book is kind of special to me. It's called Befriending the Wolf. Is by Millie. I'm going to spell her last name, Dierick, Dyrek. She is going to be one of the speakers on my lupus program, and I'll tell you, I'm super excited to have her on my lupus program, and I'm super excited that I'm networking with her. She's a specialist, and she's going to be presenting, and she's also a therapist and a hypnosis as well. She's amazing, this woman. So she wrote a book called Befriending the Wolf, and you can get that on Amazon.com. And let me see. I'm going to give you her website also, because you can get on her website, which is www.befriendingthewolf.com. That is befriendingthewolf.com. And she has some really amazing stuff in this book. I highly recommend this book. And you're going, if you sign up for my lupus program, you're actually going to be able to see her and listen to her. And she's going to pour her wisdom into you about all the things she went through. And she's another person who healed her body of the disease of lupus. So like I said, healing is possible. Anyway, that's all I have to share today with you folks. If there is a lupus related topic or a health topic you want me to speak about, email me at inspiredwellness@yahoo.com. Also follow me on social media at Yvette LaBoy Coach or From Lupus to Living. On YouTube, I have my page, which is Yvette LaBoy Inspired Wellness, or just Yvette LaBoy. I have tons of videos on there about health, wellness, lupus. As you know, that's my specialty, lupus. On Twitter, I'm Holistic Gal. Instagram, One Holistic Diva. Or you can visit me on my website, which is YvetteLaBoy.com. I have some really cool recipes there. I have my blog and just other interesting things that I have on there as well. And that's all I have to share with you folks. I'm Yvette LaBoy. I'm from YvetteLaBoy.com. We inspire people to get healthy and transform their lives because we want you to become that fabulous diva and divo that you were born to be. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you at my next chat, which will be next Saturday. Again, if there's something that you'd like me to talk about, email me at inspiredwellness@yahoo.com. Love you all. God bless. Bye.